Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Penta will compete in a blockbuster fatal four-way match against Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 41. This is set to be his first Mania, and the luchador will look to make a bold statement. He could take a page from Roman Reigns' book and pull off an iconic move in Las Vegas. Although it is set to be a tough contest, El Zero Miedo could shock the world and win the Intercontinental Championship at the Show of Shows. The 40-year-old may do that in style. There is a good possibility that Penta could stack one of his opponents on top of the other to secure the pinfall, just like Roman Reigns did at WrestleMania 37. Who could forget the moment when Reigns stacked Edge, Adam Copeland over Daniel Bryan Danielson for a double pin to retain the Universal Championship. Therefore, Penta could follow the trend and do the same at the Showcase of the Immortals by pinning Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio simultaneously. A victory coming in that fashion will truly make him look like a megastar. El Zero Miedo could make a defiant statement by winning the coveted title in style. When it comes to WrestleMania, WWE often creates jaw-dropping moments. This year could be the same, with the former AEW star being in the spotlight. This is entirely speculation, and it remains to be seen what the creative team has in store. Only time will tell whether Triple H is planning a title change in the Intercontinental Championship match. Penta has been feuding with Braun Breaker on Monday Night Raw for quite some time now. The ultimate prize for which the two stars have been battling is the Intercontinental Championship. However, a lot of fans have been wondering whether this feud would culminate at WrestleMania 41. Regardless of whether a title change happens in Las Vegas, Breaker and El Zero Miedo are expected to continue their feud after Mania. There is a possibility that the Judgment Day members Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor, who are currently entwined in this rivalry, could exit from this program after the Show of Shows. It could lead to a singles feud between Penta and Braun Breaker, which may continue at least until WWE Backlash. The two stars could remain involved in the Intercontinental Championship picture before embarking on a different path on Monday Night Raw. This is mere speculation as of now. It will be interesting to see what the future holds for the luchador and Breaker after WrestleMania 41. WrestleMania 41, Night 2. Main Event, Universal Championship. The wrestling world had been turned upside down when Penta El Zero Miedo, the unorthodox, fearless Lucha brother, won the Royal Rumble. WWE Universe watched in awe as Penta outlasted 29 others, eliminating a returning Brock Lesnar to secure his shot at the most dominant champion of the modern era, Roman Reigns. This wasn't just a title match. This was a cultural collision. For years, Roman Reigns had reigned as the tribal chief, the alpha of WWE, the face of the company, the man who'd beaten them all: Cena, Lesnar, Cody, Seth, even The Rock. Roman had passed 1,500 days as champion. But now standing in front of him was something different. Something unpredictable. Something dangerous. Penta El Zero Miedo. Known for his violent charisma, bone-snapping arm bars, and terrifying mystique, Penta had surged in popularity after debuting in WWE as part of a talent-sharing agreement with Triple H's new global wrestling initiative. The fans loved him. Kids wore his mask. Adults chanted Zero Miedo in unison. Even casual viewers felt the gravity of the showdown. Build up. Bloodlines and black gloves. In the weeks leading up to WrestleMania, Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, now led by Solo Sikoa with Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga as enforcers, declared Penta a clown from another world. Paul Heyman mocked Penta's mystique, saying, "This isn't Mexico. This is the island of relevancy." Penta, speaking through a translator or with subtitles in stylized promos, never blinked, never cracked. Each week he'd show up in dark arenas, whispering phrases like, "Even emperors bleed," or "The spirit of warriors past will take your crown." 2 weeks before WrestleMania, Roman confronted Penta backstage. No words, Just a stare down. Penta slowly raised his hand, spread his fingers, and said directly to Roman's face, "Cero, miedo." Roman chuckled. "You're gonna need more than that, homie." WrestleMania 41, the match. The entrances were electric. Roman entered with a new golden lei around his neck, flanked by Solo, Fatu, and Tama, walking like a warlord into battle. The crowd was torn between reverence and resentment. This was their champion, but also a tyrant. Penta's entrance was pure cinematic horror. A mariachi death march led him down the ramp, skeleton dancers spinning around him, fire rising from the ramp. He wore a new black and gold version of his gear with Roman's emblem slashed across the chest like claw marks. The fans lost their minds. Bell rings. The match started slow. Roman imposed his will. Power slams, methodical ground and pound. He trash-talked the whole time. "You don't belong here, Penta." But Penta kept smiling. Midway through, the tide turned. Penta landed a missile dropkick, a springboard sling blade, and a brutal package piledriver for a shocking 2 count. The crowd was on fire. Then came the interference. Solo hit the apron. Tama distracted the ref. Jacob Fatu pulled Penta out of the ring and Simone dropped him through the announce table. Roman laughed. "Acknowledge me." The ref turned around just as Roman hit a spear. 1, 2, kick out. Now Roman was angry. He stalked Penta, picked him up for a second spear, but Penta countered with a superkick, another, and then his signature fear factor. 1, 2. Solo Sikoa yanked the ref out. Boos erupted. Then, in a moment reminiscent of WrestleMania 31, something changed. The turn suddenly, the lights dimmed. A camera caught Damian Priest, Santos Escobar, and Dragon Lee storming down the ramp, not to interfere, but to back Penta. The Latino World Order had seen enough. They brawled with the bloodline at ringside. Chaos exploded. In the ring, Roman tried to grab a chair. He stalked Penta, smirking. "I'm gonna end your little fantasy." But Penta kicked up, kicked the chair away, and hit Roman with a blinding combo of chops and kicks, backing him into the corner. Then it happened. Penta stepped back, cocked his fist. The crowd gasped. He let out a primal roar and hit Roman Reigns with his own Superman PUNC. Camera zoomed in. Roman's eyes widened. Penta screamed "Zero miedo" and hit another Superman punch. The crowd exploded. "Holy **T. Chants echoed through Allegiant Stadium. Penta then pointed to the sky, ran the ropes, and delivered a massive spear, Roman's own finisher. 1, 2. Roman kicks out shockwaves. Penta shook his head, not surprised. He climbed the turnbuckle, removed his glove, kissed it, and threw it into the crowd. He shouted in Spanish, for every luchador they said would never make it. He hit one final fear factor on Roman, onto a steel chair tossed in from the fray. 1, 2, 3. Aftermath. The Empire falls. Penta El Zero Miedo knelt in the center of the ring, cradling the Universal Championship. Roman lay motionless, the bloodline scattered. The crowd was electric. Fireworks blasted. Michael Cole said it best. Roman Reigns has finally fallen, to a man with zero fear. Fallout and legacy. In the weeks that followed, Roman disappeared. Paul Heyman went silent. Solo tried to reassert leadership, but the cracks in the bloodline were too deep. Meanwhile, Penta didn't become just a transitional champion. He became the people's champion. He brought the title to Latin America. He wore the belt during Lucha Libre festivals. He defended it on Raw, SmackDown, and even NXT, creating dream matches with the likes of Ilja Dragunov, Gunther, and Seth Rollins. The use of the Superman punch and spear at WrestleMania became an iconic image, not as mockery, but as symbolic conquest. It was as if Penta had reached into Roman's soul and turned his own weapons against him. WWE released special merch, Cero Miedo, empire crushed. Penta appeared on the cover of Pro Wrestling Illustrated holding the title with Roman's fallen lie wrapped around it. Roman would eventually return, but different, humbled, and the world waited for the rematch. But one thing was clear. At WrestleMania 41, a lucha legend didn't just survive the island of relevancy. He planted his flag in its heart. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.